Hello everyone, I'm Doug Walker, the Communications Coordinator here at the YMCA, and welcome to this edition of Membership Monday. It's a little different than the typical Membership Mondays, but we are still talking about the benefits that you get when you join the YMCA. And one of the great benefits you get is the gift of health. 1 week from today, July the 4th, 8 o'clock in the morning, right here by the preschool, will be the 41st running of the Wesson Memorial Run here at the YMCA. It's a race named in honor of Ray and Ann Wesson, who tragically died in a plane crash back in 1980. This is a major fundraiser for the Y as well as the Gulf Coast Running Club. And speaking of the Gulf Coast Running Club, joining me now is Leonard Vergunst, the president of the Gulf Coast Running Club. So this is a pretty big deal, the Wesson Run. 41 years this year. The only year we missed was because of the pandemic back in 2021. How big of a deal is this race?
This is one of the Gulf Coast Running Club's largest races of the year, and it's kind of ironic that it's the hottest part of the year, but yet we draw more people probably than any of the other races in the cooler months. Typically on a good year, between 300 to 400 runners, and many of these are YMCA members. The YMCA does a great job in promoting local community. Ocean Springs comes out, and we have good numbers, and it's a short race, 2 miles, and everybody has fun.
And one of the unique things about it is that it actually, a lot of people dress in patriotic gear, red, white, and blue, the Statue of Liberty, you name it, they're in it.
That's typically what happens on holiday race or events. We have a Christmas run, everybody comes dressed in Santa Clauses and reindeers and St. Patrick's. But yeah, it's really a lot of people in patriotic red, white, and blue, and we even have Uncle Sam comes every year dressed in full costume.
Now we're looking down Pine Drive. Now that's where the race begins, right here where I am standing. And then it goes down Pine Drive and meanders its way around through the streets of Ocean Springs. Now, obviously, it's a 2-mile run. There's also a fun run for the children. One thing that's also unique about this race, Leonard, is it is open to physically disabled people, and we really make an effort to be inclusive of those folks who may be in a wheelchair or a walker. They can enjoy this too, and they can participate.
Absolutely. We have Ansley's Angels that usually comes out, wheelchair participants. People can walk, jog, stroll. It's open to anyone, and the whole idea is community involvement and, as you said, health.
Now, obviously, it's going to be hot. It is July the 4th, 1 week from today, so you're probably looking at race time temperatures, 8 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around probably 85 degrees or so. So how do you keep the people safe, and how do you keep them hydrated during the race?
Well, we keep it at a 2-mile distance. Most of our runs are 5K. We find that the shorter distances really helps. Really, it's the start and the finish is pretty much unprotected by tree cover, but much of the course, as you get down Pine Street and around on the Shearwater and Hudson, there's some large oak trees. So I'd say more than half the course is shaded. So and we will have aid stations and water along the way, and plenty of cold watermelon when everybody gets finished.
Now, one thing that's also nice about this, usually some members of the Wesson family are here. As you're putting this race together, and you're the president of the Gulf Coast Running Club, you actually throw this whole thing together, and a lot of people are appreciative of your efforts. How does it make you feel personally to know that we're remembering Ray and Ann Wesson, and they were huge Y supporters? So how does that make you feel?
Well, absolutely. We're just honored to be part of this. I've been a member of the YMCA since the middle 80s. I never knew Dr. Wesson personally, but I've heard he's of all of his accomplishments and his contributions to the Y over the years. So yeah, to be part of that and to just remember his name for 40 years afterwards. Everybody knows the Wesson Memorial Run. They hear the name of Dr. Wesson. They hear his story from the family that comes out and hands out the awards with us.
All right, and now final question for you, Leonard. I mean, as far as if someone wants to participate, as of this moment, we've got 1 week left. It's coming up next Monday, July the 4th, race time 8 o'clock. People start getting here about 7:30. What do people need to do if they're interested in participating in the Wesson Memorial Run?
Well, you could come to the YMCA, and they have entry forms here on the counters. You can go to the Gulf Coast Running Club website, and you can register online, or you can print out a form and mail it in, or you can just come on race morning and sign up. I wouldn't recommend everybody do that. It'd be a lot faster if you pre-register, and we encourage that.
And obviously, it looks like It looks like you've been running for a little bit, so you're well in tune to talk about the Wesson Run, as you actually ran here to the Y to do this interview.
Yeah, I've got several miles before I came, and I'm trying to acclimate to the summertime. It's hard, but you know, I figure if you run through the summer, then when the cooler months come, it's going to be that much easier then.
So do you actually get used to the 95 degree in the running?
You slow your pace down, you do the best you can.
So the answer is no.
The body is telling you it's time to go home sometimes.
All right, Leonard Burgunst with the Gulf Coast Running Club, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it. Telling us about the Wesson Run again. It's 1 week from today, July the 4th, starting right here where we're standing next to the preschool, going down Pine and wrapping its way around the streets of downtown Ocean Springs for 2 miles. They'll have prizes and food and watermelon when you return, so it's going to be a great time. As you heard, just go to the website, stop by the Y to register. We'd love to have you here in your patriotic gear. And by the way, there'll be some prizes for the best patriotic gear in the race. So come and join us next Monday, July the 4th, 8 o'clock in the morning, right here at the YMCA for the Gulf Coast Running Clubs and the Y's Wesson Memorial Run. That's it for this week's edition of Membership Monday. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next week.